9282. Toll free at 888-545-9282. Watch Jersey Central live online at WCTCAM.com or listen on your smartphone with the iHeartRadio or TuneIn apps. Connect with WCTC on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube by searching 1450 WCTC. And now back to Jersey's Morning Show. Jersey Central with Bert Barron.
7:38. We're back on Jersey Central on the new Talk Radio WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. Chance to win New Jersey Instant Lottery tickets. I have a $20 pack of those I'll be giving away sometime between now and 8 o'clock. Also, our Need to Know Things, got some real good ones for you, including the most stressed states in the United States. We might be living in one of the most stressed states in the country. We'll talk about that coming up. And also, 8 o'clock hour, Marissa Liza Pell, live in studio for your phone calls. Make sure you're here. Let's get to the Jersey Central Newsmaker Hotline, and we talk every Tuesday about collectibles and precious metals and all things that are happening at National Estate Jewelers. So let's welcome in Barry Blank in another edition of What's It Worth. Good morning, Barry. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm ready for springtime, except I think it's going to be summertime when we blink our eyes.
I think so. If this continues, that's exactly where we'll be. But good to talk to you, my man. Precious metal prices. Let's start with that. Gold, silver, platinum. What are you seeing trending for the prices nowadays? That's
a good question. Right now, they're on the up. You know, gold is higher than it's been in almost a year. It's $1,258 an ounce. Silver is over $18 an ounce. And these may not sound like highs with the highs we had back in 2011, but when you look at the pattern, they are actually a very stable price. Platinum is almost $1,000 an ounce, and you really got to just take heed. If people ask me, should I sell now? My answer is, we're not investing in the merchandise we have, the jewelry we have. You make a date. You don't wait till you have to sell it. You say, I'm going to sell the week of April 10th or whatever, and you just make your choice to sell. You get the best price you can. You go to somebody that's reputable. But, you know, to ride the market, I remember when I was buying a house, and somebody says to me, lock in. Another person says to me, don't lock in. And I said to them, 4%, 5%, whatever it is, this is historical low rates. It only makes a difference to me. I have to lock in, but that was my choice.
Yeah.
You know, so I got to I give my clients the privilege to make their own choice of when to sell, but a little bit, even if you have a couple $1,000s worth of gold and it goes up $100 an ounce, it doesn't make a big difference.
These numbers that you gave today are good, and I would tell somebody, you know what, if this is the time to do it and don't look back. Don't say, well, if I waited a week, if I waited 2 weeks. These seem like some pretty good numbers, Barry. Nobody remembers what they were in 2011, but if this is the time for you to do it, you got to make that choice. You're 100% correct.
Right. 100%.
Right. House calls. I know we had talked about those in some previous weeks there, but are they growing in popularity? You still doing these house call things?
They really are growing in popularity because, you know, sometimes why house calls are good for people who, A, can't get around. You know, they're confined to their house, or they just don't drive, or they don't feel comfortable driving. I went to a house call in Northwest in the Morristown, Hackettstown area, a couple of them recently.
Wow.
And it's not that the people couldn't drive; they just wanted the convenience. One of them had a house full of silver. Another one took 2 days to get through the coins that I looked through, and it's a service. You know, I'll talk to you on the phone before I come over, and I'm the only one who makes these house calls. Mm-hmm. So you be assured that I'll be the one visiting you. My schedule is very tight, so I try to fit them in within a week.
Sure.
But, you know, I go out to people's houses as service and because usually there's too much merchandise.
Is there a flat fee involved, Barry, or is it based upon how much you might purchase from the person? How does that work?
That's it. There is no fee.
Okay.
It's my risk. There's only a fee if you say to me, I need an appraisal, a written appraisal. Then there's a fee for the appraisal.
Speaking of appraisals and the difference between an appraisal and an offer, people sometimes confuse the two, right?
Exactly. You know, we get calls coming in all day long. I just want to have I want an appraisal on my jewelry, my watches, or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I always say to them, are you looking to sell it, or are you looking for an insurance appraisal or for some other purpose? And I would say 99% of the time, you say, well, I'm looking to sell it. I said, well, you're looking for us to evaluate it for an offer, in which case there's no fee. If they say, well, I just bought it, I need a verification, or I need an insurance appraisal, or for whatever reason, then we discuss the appraisal.
Gotcha. A lot of referrals come your way, Barry, where it's kind of just, hey, you should go see this guy at National Estate. Do you get a lot of that for what you do?
Oh, well, I've been in my store since September of 1999. So that makes this our 18th year.
Awesome.
And I would say 90 to 95% of our customers have either been in my store before or have been referred by other people, whether it's a friend, a coworker, a relative. Matter of fact, I have somebody coming in this week, and I dealt with her. I had dealt with she was referred to me, and she says, my mom has all this stuff in the house. She doesn't want to sell it all at once, but she wants to start selling it because none of us are going to ever wear it. And I have an appointment with her this coming week.
That's great. And if you could also clarify once again, Barry, I know we had talked about estate purses versus pieces versus used and pre-owned. There's kind of different definitions for what they are, right? Yeah,
they're titles. Now, estate means previously owned. You don't see big used jewelry sales. You see estate jewelry sales. We see used cars on the market. However, with the higher-end cars, they call them estate, whatever, managed or whatever they call them.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody likes to think they're buying used jewelry. So we say we're buying estate jewelry. And a piece of estate jewelry can be anything from very old, 50, 80, 100 years old or more, to brand new. And you ask, how can an estate piece of jewelry be brand new? Once you buy it at a store, and you either take it home or give it as a present, it's now owned by somebody. Doesn't mean it's coming from a huge estate. It means that it's now not coming from the brand new store that it was purchased from.
Gotcha. And I think of a word like tuxedo. If somebody said, Bert, would you like a used tuxedo? I'd say, no way. If somebody offered me an estate tuxedo, I would say, yeah, it sounds like it's very very special. I would like, of course, I would love to have one. But I guess it's all in the wording, though, right?
Well, there are a lot of clothing stores that call themselves vintage or
yes, that's the other one.
Vintage is a very good word.
Yes.
Always be cautious when you're buying something, because I got to tell you, coming out of certain parts of the world, I don't want to name places, there is so much fake vintage and fake antique things are coming out.
Mm.
I've even seen the wind-up phonographs, totally brand new, and even grandfather clocks, totally brand new, but coming out of Asia, and it's really frightening.
Yeah, definitely. The free evaluation days continue at National Estate Jewelers, and also with Barry celebrating, as he mentioned earlier, his 18th year at the exact same location. He's got this great gemstone grab bag giveaway. If you just stop in and mention that you listen to our conversations every Tuesday morning, they're going to get to reach into the bag, Barry, and pull out a gemstone.
That's right. Everything is bagged in it and cleaned, and if you want it, we'll even set it for you in something.
Wow. Good stuff. Of course, talk to Barry, of course, about personal appointments. Qualified staff there, always available, always at your service. And for 18 years and going strong, Barry, the best of what you guys do. So congratulations. Barry Blank, National Estate Jewelers, what's it worth? And great to speak with you. And we'll do this again next Tuesday, all right?
Enjoy.
You as well. Thank you very much. All right, Barry Blank, and there you go. What's it worth here on Jersey Central and WCTC? And congratulations to him. 18 years and rock solid, going strong. Good for him. Jersey Central traffic and weather time, 7:47. Traffic and weather every 10 minutes on Jersey Central. Contest coming up next. We'll give away some New Jersey Instant Lottery tickets. Also, our Need to Know Things, a groundbreaking invention for guitar players. Wait until you hear this. I don't know if I like this, but we'll talk about it coming up in our Need to Know Things. Traffic update is first. Here's Susie Cerrone.
Hefty delays on 78 eastbound from the Parkway to 1 and 9 with an accident blocking a lane.